Well, good morning, our beloveds. It is a Monday, though it's really a Tuesday. It is the first day of the week. It is the first work day of the year. It is time for people to begin to move into this new energy and to figure out what it means for them. There are going to be so many varied experiences and expressions this year because man is finally coming home. And what does that mean? You no longer are cookie cutter individuals. You are actually expressions of self. And when that happens, when you finally break out of your packaging and begin to grow your tentacles and your hair and your roots, it's going to look beautiful. Not always attractive, but beautiful. You all have been raised to create a neat and tidy and orderly expression with your cookie cutter communities. And now you can envision wild, abandoned, where no one has the same house as anyone remotely near or even on the planet. So how does that look when you have such a sense of disorder and expression of self? Well, for many of you, like our another who was very much a cookie cutter, orderly type of person, it's going to be a challenge. But on the other hand, it is also an expression of self, which just feels good. Learning to make the best out of what you have is the first order of events, and learning how to love where you are at is the next order of events. And then lastly, finding a place or a point of creation where you get to make sense out of everything that has happened. The best way that we can explain this journey to you is that you have all been in a movie theater, and each of you watched different movies with collectives of you in the same movie theater. And it explained and demanded that you see or experience life a particular way. And that means that you were never permitted to figure out your own storyline. You were told that this is how a happy life looks. This is what a sad life looks like. And this is how you must live. It was programming from the books, through the media, through the social media, through the limiting beliefs of what cars should look like, what food should be eaten, mass production of everything. Nothing unique. Every tomato looks alike. Every carrot looks alike. Every box looks alike. It's all marketing and manufacturing a lifestyle that you all have been taught to desire and believe in. And now you have exited that movie theater and you're going to go home, and you're no longer going to have that constant prevalence of what it's supposed to look like. And you're going to begin to disintegrate, believe it or not. Your experiences were never your own. They were fabricated and manufactured. And now you have left that movie theater and you're back in your own home or your own space, and you're beginning to remember who you are, not what the manufactured line of lifestyles. And you're going to begin to appreciate this unique expression of self, though we will share it will feel much like losing a sense of self. When your mama and your daddy and your siblings and community tell you what your life is supposed to look like and that disappears, it's very difficult, it's very confusing. It can become a little bit erratic because you no longer have those walls that guide you when you are to go straight, when you are to go left, when you are to go right, or when it circles you around and shoots you in the other direction. When that maze structure is removed from this construct and you are simply in a wild field where you get to run around with great abandon, it's hard because you will now realize how much that structure created your sense of self. It offered safety and limited choices. And now you will have an entire field to explore and to live within with reckless abandon. That is the energy that you will find yourselves in now. And this is the best way that we can express or explain it to you. Our another is loving this, because this very much represents how she has felt as she has stepped out of that particular construct. And she too struggles with all of the choices. But within those choices, you get to figure out who you are, what self-expression looks like. Becoming you and coming home is not an easy task. And know that your species has broken through that veil and is now on the other side, where reckless abandon will become a good thing and no longer shameful behavior. Finding you should feel like joy with utter abandonment of what you have been taught to see as right and wrong. And now it's just a matter of many or multiple choices from which you get to exclaim delight. Find joy and peace in the little things this year, and it will allow you to grow that energetic base to build a bigger and more complete future upon. You are here. You have landed. You are finally home. And so it is. Namaste.